Hello everyone, Elite Four Yo here, and we are going to do a little analysis into the Silver Tempest sets right on here. I do have a bunch of packs to actually open. I'll get to those. I want to kind of analyze it now that we can kind of look at it in hindsight and see why this is just such a, it's like one of the most top heavy, and I know that's true maybe of most sets, but maybe even more so in some regards, and just how top heavy this set is. Because yes, of course, you're looking at that alt art Lugia here. That is the big chase card, obviously. Taking a look here again, just some price analysis, just like all those other cards I talked about recently, seeing a lot of that big price movement. If it's sitting here about a month ago, give or take, at a little under 130, sitting at 170 right now, kind of jumping alongside all of the other chase cards from Sword and Shield and beyond. But my problem with Silver Tempest is this. If you look here from the price high to low on TCG Player, ignoring all the sealed products, of course, just take a look at what the other two cards are that are higher value. 26 bucks for the Lugia V-Star, and down here the $22 Lugia Secret Rare V-Star, the other one, I guess. After that, not a lot of exciting stuff. You have the Serena, you have the Unknown. I mean, I've never really heard too many people say, "Oh man, the Unknown is so awesome." Although I think it's pretty cool. And then you have the Vulpix down here sitting at about $13 for the market price. So, super top heavy set, super top heavy. Really just the one card sitting atop there all the way. That's just for the main cards. Looking at the trainer gallery cards, kind of the same problem, really nothing crazy. Yeah, you have the Rayquaza here, about 30 bucks, but then nothing above $10 here. And just my opinion, a little hit or miss. I really don't think any of these are all that interesting, not even the Blazikins or anything to get too excited about. Just scrolling down here. I mean, honestly, the one I like is like the Corviknights, and those are under $5. So really nothing crazy there in terms of what you're trying to actually get. But my bigger problem isn't that it is so top heavy with just these like several Lugia cards, nor is it that there's not a lot of other additional value from the other cards there, but it's really the pull rates. That's what gets me. Honestly, that's what kind of kills me. Because if you look at the pull rates here, this is just a complete overview of it. They're not great. Better than Lost Origin, but not really great. So if I scroll down here, and I'm going to compare it to Temporal Forces, because that's just the newest set. So it's just easier to kind of compare it with that one. And I'm not going to look at the normal V cards, which are 1 in 9 for a V card. I mean, that stinks if that's like the one you get. So if you look at the full arts, so we'll kind of start there. 1 in 48. And I do love this Reshiram. I have this. This one's awesome. But let's take a look at it here. If I just scroll up on Temporal Forces, if we look at the ultra rares, 1 in 15. 1 in 15 compared to Silver Tempest's 1 in 48 for what is basically the equivalent. Full art trainers are a little higher, 1 in 99. And then looking at the heavy hitter here, the alt arts, and really specifically looking at the Lugia, is pretty hard to actually nail here, right? That 1 in 168 chance of pulling any alt art, but then the 1 in 674 of getting the Lugia. Let's take a look at Temporal Forces here. Scroll down, not the illustration rares. Oh, there's the Ghastly. Nice. Let's look at the special illustration rare. So if these are like the top chase cards, and man, what is up with the Gengar? Or not the Gengar, sorry. The Morty's Conviction. That one has really, I'll take a look at it in a second. But here we're looking at a 1 in 86 chance of pulling any of them, comparable to the 1 in 168 chance here for Silver Tempest. But look at what the difference is here. This is where it really changes. There's 10 special illustration cards, right? So your odds of nailing, like, if you want the Iron Crown one, which I guess is the cream of the crop, or I guess technically would be Morty's Conviction, is 1 in 855 for Temporal Forces. So you have a better rate to get one of the alt arts in Silver Tempest simply because there are only 4 of them. So that's 1 in 674. But oof, those odds hurt. And yeah, you get the trainer galleries, but they're not a lot of value there. If I scroll down here, and I love the gold and black Pokemon VMAX cards, but man, they have no value, even though they're kind of hard to pull. It's kind of weird. 1 in 111 packs, and yet they're just not, they have no value. And I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, you have the secret rares, 1 in 45 chance, so on and so forth. Rainbow rares, gold rares, etc., etc. But the point I really wanted to just focus on is, yeah, Silver Tempest is a hard pull. I've opened many, many, many. I'll open a bunch here just for fun. But wow, it is like brutal. Have you gotten anything good? Have you been able to pull something of quality value out of Silver Tempest? And by that, I mean Lugia, because that's basically all you're seeing, right? If you want something of value in the set, we're looking at the 3 Lugia cards there, and the heavy hitter, which admittedly is like such an awesome card. So freaking cool. Okay. Let me just go back to the Morty's Conviction. I'm just bringing this one up because it just caught my attention. So Morty's Conviction. Look at that. What is up with this card? Why is it jumping so much? I'm not really sure what is going on here. Dating back to when Temporal Forces released, sitting comfortably at a nice, 40 plus value, and then jumping over twice in value in a few weeks. It's kind of weird. But that's what we're seeing, right? I mean, that's what my last, or one of my last videos was on, is that bunch of these cards are just jumping up in some super duper value for whatever reasons. But anyway, this video is actually focused on Silver Tempest. So what do you think? Do you like Silver Tempest? Still readily available, still easy to get. Not too expensive, but I don't know. I've never gotten like anything good out of this set. Certainly none of the Lugias. But we'll try it here. So let's do a little opening here on some Silver Tempest packs. See if we can get something of miraculous value. Let's take a look back here and do some opening here of Silver Tempest. Let's just see if we can get anything. Obviously, it's the big Lugia hunt. That is kind of the only thing that would kind of make me excited. Although then again, if each of these packs cost me about $3 each, then I guess I wouldn't be too upset if I got something close to what that value is. 15 bucks, $3 packs. Let's see what we can do here. See if I can even get the basic V card. It's a nice Pikachu reverse. And a Gardevoir. If the V cards are 1 in 9, right? I think that's what I said. Then traditionally, I shouldn't get any. I'm sure I'll get one. Or I'll get nothing. And then it'll be the equivalent of taking $15 and dumping it down the proverbial drain. Let's see what I actually get. Continuing on here, do you like the Silver Tempest set? Is it something that I'm not seeing? I mean, I don't think it's any Fusion Strike, certainly. Oh, look at that. I got the same Pikachu reverse. Now, will I get the same Gardevoir? Let's see. No, I got a Milotic instead. Maybe you actually like this set. Maybe there's something in it that appeals to you. Maybe it's that Reggie Drago, which I have pulled before, I think. But I believe that's like around a $10 card. Nothing too crazy there. Let's see what we can pull from this. And I don't know. Definitely not one of my favorite sets from Sword and Shield. Certainly other ones eclipse it. But they're not all going to be winners. In order for some to stand out, a Radiant Zarina. I love these cards, even though they have no value. So cool. But not much value there. Come on. Bleh. Virizion. Okay. In order for some sets to be great, others must fall and be not as good, I guess. Down to our final 2. Let's just do the Regieleki. And we'll leave the Lugia. Nope, double Lugias, actually. Let's see our last attempt. Last 2 attempts at getting some heat. I just feel like every time I open this, and same with Evolving Skies, anytime I open Evolving Skies or Lost Origin, it just feels like I'm not getting anything. I can't hit anything. Now I hope that your luck is a little better than mine, or has been. Certainly I hope it will be. A little shiny, a reverse Litten right there. Come on. Whoa, look at that. See, I haven't even gotten anything yet. Nothing. Yeah, I guess the Radiant Zarina, if that counts as something, is something, which is probably $1.50. But I have nothing to show for it. Basically what I expected coming in. Okay, we're going with this. Our Vulpix, the last pack, to prove that maybe I've been too harsh on Silver Tempest. Maybe it is possible that there is something of value here. I've gotten nothing. Your odds of getting the lowest, the V card, is 1 in 9. I have the Zarina. I don't know if that really counts, but let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Ranunculus, and our last attempt here at getting something, even like a holo. Is it to be or not to be? It's not to be. I do like Keldeo a lot, but unfortunately for me, I get nothing, predictably. Unfortunately. But hopefully for you, when you open the set, if you choose, if you so dare, you get something better than the one card of any particular note. And I wouldn't even say it's of particular note, but let's just, you know, this is a fun little set to get the Radiance, I guess, but, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, that was the Silver Tempest analysis overview, quick opening. Let me know if you get anything, if you've ever gotten anything good in Silver Tempest, because I have not. Take care.